Hey there, and welcome to another Clockify tutorial. My name is Julian, and today we'll be going over managing invoices. Now, time is money, so let's not waste any and dive right into it. First, you're going to want to navigate over to the Invoices page located on the left menu. In the Invoices page, you'll see a list of invoices with a filter options menu at the top of the page. Here, you can filter by issue date, by client, who the bill was sent from, payment status, payment amount, payment balance, and you can type in the invoice ID number if needed. When you populate your invoice and you want to send it to the client, the first step is to click on the Create Invoice button at the top. In the Create Invoice window, you can select the client, currency, enter an invoice ID number, and enter the issue and due date. Select Create, and you'll be led to the invoice page where you can add details before sending it to the client. You can add a subject, add new invoice items, add a discount, add tax percentages, and add notes if needed. In case you need to, you can choose to attach an invoice as a PDF file, include an expense report in case you are invoicing some additional expenses, and send yourself a copy of the invoice. If you leave the option for attaching an invoice as a PDF unchecked, your client will not have an overview of invoicing items, but you can enter the amount and invoice ID in the body text, and it will be outlined in the email. When you click Send, the invoice status will be changed to Sent, and you'll have the option to resend it, add additional text, change details, or the receiver's email address. You can record partial payments for invoices. Click on the three dots menu next to an invoice, choose the Record Payment option, and you will be able to mark the date of the payment, the received amount, and a note. If you enter an amount that is less than the total amount, the invoice will change its status to partially paid. You can repeat this process as many times as needed until the invoice is fully paid, and you can track the log of payments in the same menu under Payments. The log will show you the date the payment was recorded, the person who entered it, the amount, and any added notes. In case the transfer for the recorded payment has to be retrieved, you can delete the recorded payment by going to the menu and selecting Payments. From there, you can select Remove, and the amount will be updated. The invoice status shows you if an invoice has been sent, unsent, partially paid, paid, overdue, or void. All the statuses differ in label color for easy differentiation, and you can manually change them as well. Invoices with paid and partially paid and void statuses cannot be edited as such, so in case something needs to be changed, you first need to change their status to unsent or sent. In case you need to change that for partially or fully paid invoices, all previously processed payments will be deleted, and Clockify will warn you before confirming the status change. Clockify allows you to filter invoices by issue date, client, bill from contact, status, amount balance, and invoice ID. So for example, you can choose to see all overdue invoices so you can send your clients a payment reminder. When you set the filters as you need, click the Apply Filters button, and the invoices will be filtered out. Now, you can export them as CSV, Excel, and even customize which data should be exported by checking or unchecking from the offered options. When you create an invoice and import time and expenses, they get marked as invoiced. But Clockify also allows you to manually mark them as invoiced or uninvoiced in case you wish to prevent certain entries from being imported in the future or there was a mistake. Go to the detailed report in the reports page and check the uninvoiced status filter, choose all the item entries you need via bulk edit, and click on Mark as Invoiced. To quickly check items that have been invoiced, check for the items with a green Invoiced tag. When you hover over the Invoice tag, you'll see the client and the invoice ID under which the time entry was invoiced. The process is similar if you want to manually mark invoice entries as uninvoiced. Go to the detailed report again, filter the status for invoiced time entries, check the ones you want to change, and click on Mark as Uninvoiced. And that's all the time we have for invoice management. If you want to see more tutorials on Clockify, you can check them out on our website or watch them on our YouTube channel. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.